So this is a score that everyone has been waiting to be settled for the last 30 years, but can the Rocky franchise catch lightning in a bottle 3 times in a row? So Creed 2 is obviously the sequel to the original Creed movie from 2015, and we see here that Adonis Creed has had a bit of a time jump and has had quite a lot of events happen to him since the original Creed movie. And of course Sylvester Stallone's Rocky Balboa is still in his corner as his trainer and seems to be pushing Creed to his absolute limits.
It's like nothing really matters to him right now, including me.
However, as I said in my intro, there is a certain score that is waiting to be settled in the form of Ivan Drago's son, Victor. And in this movie, we see Dolph Lundgren return as Ivan Drago, but this time get a lot more depth and a lot more backstory as a character, therefore making him more relevant to today's audience.
You gotta think real hard about this. So you got people that need you now.
I'm taking the fight.
Victor Drago, son of Ivan Drago, who infamously killed Apollo Creed, appeared today to issue a challenge to Adonis Creed.
But it has to be said, now obviously there is a big fight between Victor Drago and Adonis Creed, but if this was real life, there is no way these two would be allowed to fight each other, as they are in completely different height classes and completely different weight classes for a start.
Don't do this.
I ain't got a choice.
That's the same thing your father said, and he died right here in my hands. That kid was raised in hate. It's dangerous.
But all in all, I have to give major props to Tessa Thompson as Bianca in this movie, as she really acts her socks off in this role, and actually does a better performance in this movie than what she did in the first one.
He broke things in me that ain't never been fixed. It ain't worth it.
And the chemistry she has with Michael B. Jordan makes their relationship very believable as it moves to new heights and in a further direction than what it did in the first one.
It's not just us anymore, Dick.
I want to rewrite history.
If you want to fight this man, that's your business. But don't pretend this is about your father.
And what else can be said about Sylvester Stallone as Rocky Balboa other than he has the ability to just completely nail this role that he's been playing for the last 40 plus years, but once he's up against Ivan Drago again for the first time in 30 years, you can tell that the two of these characters, even if you've never seen Rocky IV, you can tell these two have a lot of history between them, and that really interplays to the way the story of this movie goes.
This here is all about my wife, my kids, the life that I live. Through the night, I was his. It was right what I did. My ups and downs, my slips, my falls, my trials and tribulations, my heart, my balls.
Now, I guess my only gripe is that this one takes a while to get going, but once it does, you are in for a hell of a ride. And yes, this movie is not as good as the first one, but it still gives you such a satisfying story, and is still a great addition to this franchise. But in my opinion, after this one, I don't want to see another Rocky or Creed movie, as it feels pretty much done at the end of this one.
This won't be the end of me. Or you. It can't be, because we're a team.
So when all's said and done, Creed 2 is a very worthy addition to the Rocky franchise, and is definitely keeping up the legacy that the Rocky franchise has left behind, and hopefully ends on a very high note. My final verdict is a 10 out of 10.
Now you know what you're fighting for.
Round after round, you learn more about yourself. And when I stepped in that ring, it wasn't all about me.
Thanks for watching this, guys. As always, now it's over to you, so feel free to comment below and tell me what your thoughts are on Creed 2. And as always, guys, if you are new to my channel, feel free to click here to see more and subscribe, as I do make new videos as often as I can. And don't forget to click that bell so that you're always notified of whenever a future video is posted. And as always, guys, I shall see you all on the next one, and take care.